Hello friends, welcome to Mom I Love. It has been a long time that I haven't met you, and today I'm really happy to see you all again. So today I'm going to share with you 5 tips that how you can imbibe that self-confidence within your child. As many of the mothers ask me these days that it is really becoming difficult to handle kids at home. I understand your problem because of this COVID-19. Kids cannot go to school and mothers have to be always attentive to their child. This brings a little bit of crankiness within us as well. You might think how confidence of your child is related to the COVID situation. It is really, because most of the time mothers like you and me are always upon scolding our child that you cannot touch this, you cannot do that, right? So that lowers your child's self-confidence. So just as usual, before I start my video, I will request you to subscribe to Mom I Love, because it is all about parenting, parent-child relationship, early childhood education, and everything that revolves around parenting. One small step before I start this video is to tell you that when you try to build confidence within your child, you have to make him or her feel superior. So even it applies on us, right? When somebody talks down to us, we don't feel confident. So that is the same thing with your child. So these will be the daily practices which I use for my child at home, and I have seen really good results. So my first tip would be that take small steps and re-evaluate your goals very often. So what do I mean by that? For example, in the first exam, my daughter scored 10 out of 50 in maths. I cannot expect from her that within the second term or within the next term she would score 50 upon 50. That is not possible, because we know that every child has their own pace and they also need time to practice. So we have to allow that time to them so that they can, grow themselves. So you cannot just think that everything will happen in a fraction of a second. That is not going to happen. Everything is a time-taking process, especially with kids, and you have to allow that time to your child. So when you take small steps, you can see that your child is achieving that. For example, she has got 15. So today I will be taking, means after teaching her for a week, I will again take a test on that and see that she has got 20. In the last exam, she has got 15. So in this way, I was just given an example of studies because it is about marks, so I can explain it easily. But you can see this in their behavioral changes, in their education, everything. So you have to take small steps and evaluate everything within short span. And when they achieve something, just bribe them. My second tip in this video will be that never ever compare your child with anyone. This is very important. Most of us, what we do, that we say, have you seen that your friend, how she was talking, or have you seen that friend who was performing on stage the last day? Why you can't be like that? So most of the time we parents end up relating our kids to others and comparing them. So what happens when we do this? Their self-esteem or moral that goes down. We don't boost their self-esteem in that way. So we have to understand as parents that every child is unique and they have their unique features. If somebody is good at dance, somebody is good at fine arts, somebody is good at studies. So all these things you have to keep in mind while we are raising our child with confidence. The third and the most relevant tip during COVID-19 is never ever give up. Always teach your child that we should not give up ever. Whatever happens, there will be some way. We have to find it out. So you can practice things a lot. If today it is not happening, tomorrow it will happen. But just tell them, just preach to them that never give up in your life. So what I do personally with my daughter is that most of the time she doesn't know how to solve a sum. So I would just tell her, it's okay, don't cry, because if you cry, you are losing your time. Just do something, practice with me, because if today you practice, you cannot do it. Tomorrow you practice, you cannot do it. 4 days you do it, you practice, you cannot do it. But on the 5th day, if you are practicing it regularly, you will be able to achieve it. You will be able to do that by yourself. So, and she sees the practical example in front of her. So that is why she is like, okay, if I cannot do it in the first go, it is okay. Even if it is taking a month or 5 days, it is fine, because my mother is with me and she knows that some point of time I will master this thing. So I hope this will work for your child as well. With this, we come to our fourth tip, which is you write down the qualities of your child and also note down the points which you want to improve in your child. So in that way, you have a written list ready for you. You know what you have to work upon, be it their qualities, be it their education, be it their strong points, their weaknesses. Note down everything. And believe me, writing down things really help. For me, I'm always a writer. I always note down things. I like to keep a diary for myself to write every little things. So it is easier for me. But I'm telling you that even if you are not of my type, but still if you do that, it will be really helpful for you. And don't just limit it to writing it to yourself. Make it public to your daughter or to your son. When you tell all these things to your child, they feel interesting, like, okay, I have achieved something. This feeling is very important when your child feels that I have achieved something. So with the fifth tip, we come to the end of this video. So my suggestion here would be that mold your anger to something creative. So anger is just like another feeling, like we feel happy, we feel sad, we feel angry. It is as normal as that and we cannot avoid it, right? So what we can do, we gain an energy when we are angry. Tell your child it is okay to be angry, but when you are angry or you are upset upon something or somebody, put your energy into something creative. So this is not going to happen all of a sudden. You have to practice this in front of your child and make an image that anger doesn't relate to destruction. Anger means something constructive. We can make something beautiful out of this. So for example, I would say that if I'm angry, I will start painting, I will start drawing, I will put all the colors which are inside me and I will put it on paper. So this makes you creative, and when you practice these things, you may have your own way of showing creativity when you are angry. So try all these things out with your child and always talk to your child about these things. Whenever you have a plan for him or her, you always disclose that so that they feel confident. They gain that confidence that okay, if I do this, this is going to happen. Wow, this is an achievement. So this is going to work for your child really well. So with this, we come to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any question relating to this video, please ask me in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I will request you to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more updates. See you in my next video. Till then, bye-bye.